Hey friends, welcome back to our SoulGram channel. All right, let's get into it. Today, April 16th, new moon energy, new moon in Aries energy. And so we're just going to talk about that to start, and then we'll get into the collective channel and see what shows up. But new moon in energy started today, and it's in the sign of Aries, which is not a quiet sign. It can be a fiery sign and also a very reflective sign. So between the astrology and the human design, this is a day that brings that today, and it was 3 days before and 3 days after are the energy, but today would be the loudest energy for you. Brings a lot of energy in or feelings of initiation, courage, identity, independence. So we might be feeling like we want to initiate something new, like our impulses might be really high right now. We might have a little bit more courage than we usually have. Here's the catch though. We are going to have a little bit more fire and a little bit more energy to get things done, to maybe challenge outdated truths or systems or identities or what can potentially show up as just like in relation to others. So in your work or in communities and whatnot, you might feel a little bit more challenging, or others might be more challenging towards you. Totally normal for this. So this energy can feel like a little bit of a push forward, restlessness, or desire to do something already. I'm going to share something quickly. Yesterday, I had a human design event, and on my way to the event, the roads, it was snowing here in Edmonton. The roads were a little bit icy, a little dicey, just something that you have to have caution on. And there was a guy driving behind me, a truck, and I was on one of our main streets here in Edmonton here and on Yellowhead, and I was getting off of Yellowhead, but anyways, there's some higher speeds there than the regular neighborhoods, right? And so this guy is like 3 feet from my bumper, like he's just on it, and I'm like, hey, you're gonna hit me, dude, like come on, you just need to chill. So I just tapped my brakes a little bit to be like, come on, like relax. Actually, before I did that, go back. Before I did that, he laid on his horn because I was going too slow for him. But I had one car length only. Like, I think I was still too close to the car in front of me. Anyways, he was just in a rush. He was restless. There was like, initiation energy. Like, I would suspect that in his chart, he's got a lot of moon activation, is what I would say, because he's definitely feeling it. Anyways, a little bit of a road rage thing where he kind of freaked out. I tapped my brakes at one point to be like, get off my back. And then he came around in a lane that was meant to turn and came in and cut me off in like a space that his truck couldn't fit. Like I had to slam on my brakes. The old me and the me that's not aware of this energy would have reacted, would have been like, what the heck are you doing? And I would have freaked out. I would say the dysregulated me. The me today was like, okay, this guy's feeling something. I don't want to get into this with him. I don't want it to cause him more of an issue. And I don't want to add to the fire that he's feeling because there could be a repercussion for it. So I just backed off, backed right off. And then sure enough, we get to the next light and the light goes and he's still in it. I haven't done anything and he's still stewing in whatever he's stewing in. And when the light goes, he doesn't go right away. And so I'm just sitting there. Like you could tell he's just doing it to try and poke at me. And I was like, I'm just sitting there. And so eventually he drives and then I go to change lanes to get into a different, after we've turned, I go get into a different lane. Anyways, he gets into lane, cuts me off. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna peter along. Does the same thing. So finally I just go off into the neighborhood. I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with this guy. Like he was just that. Well, as I go to do that, he speeds up and almost hits another car because now he's like, well, I'm done with her. I'm gonna go piss someone else off. So that's the energy right now. It happened a couple other times, not the same way, but there was other people I saw on the road yesterday driving that I was like, oh, they are really in it right now. And the unfortunate part was that the roads were so icy. So I just kept sending prayers out, like, come on, like take a breath, be calm within, and hopefully calm will ripple out. So be aware that that's kind of the energy out there right now, when someone is dysregulated and it's got a lot of shit that they haven't faced. So this new moon energy is also asking us to really go in and face some truth that maybe we've been hiding down or maybe not looking at for quite some time. So if you are someone that, has some things that you need to face, some real truths, maybe authentic truths, maybe all of the ways that you are showing up as in spaces where you are performing rather than being present, when you are acting a role rather than actually embodying the wisdom within, that in just so you know, that would be there's nothing wrong with the performance or any like there wasn't nothing wrong with it. That was the old era. This is what this new moon is about. It's one of the strongest new moons that we have this year, and one of the ones that most astrologers have been looking at for quite some time of just like what's going to happen around this moon. Um, so I'm just going to read off some of my notes that I have here. So we're in Aries, which again is it's fresh starts, identity, and bold action in the light, in the shadow. It is really initiatory, really aggressive, a very fiery type of energy. So you can just kind of check in and see there. We also have our sun and Chiron in Aries. Like there's a lot happening in Aries right now. And so this is healing your identity and facing your truth. So what do you need to heal about your identity and what truth do you need to face? Just something to be aware of. Or if you've already done it, It's just going to add to what you've done and it's going to help you move forward, which is great. Mars and Pluto is going to be deep motivation, transformation, no more playing small. Who feels that? I feel that. And I know a couple of you just that are in the channel are feeling that too. And so align with that. However, today is the day, if I go back to my emotional intelligence and system that I use, today is the day to not act on impulses. Like when I say don't act on it, it doesn't mean you can't write some ideas down and, take small actions maybe to start aligning some things. But if you get an intuitive nudge today to do something, the energy today is create it, don't launch it. So don't put it out there, don't be really loud about it because you have to sit with it a little longer because this might not be fully true for you today. So just sit with it is what I'd recommend. I had to do the same thing for myself. So, some things that I have that I wrote down that are just kind of what I witnessed is face what's real, even if it's uncomfortable. This is all about what I do. Let go of old patterns or face some old patterns, and just kind of reflect on what's actually true for you right now. So, what's actually in the now and in the truth for you right now. And then you can start reflecting and taking action in those parts. And I think that could help. So, again, if you feel this is just another note I have, if you feel that it's time to start something new, create, write notes, but don't launch. So don't take immediate action on it. I would wait probably about a day or two when the energy kind of comes down a little bit just to see if it's actually true of what you want to do or if there's something that you want to navigate, like adjust. Maybe you thought you wanted to launch one thing and now you're like, I think I'm gonna do something a little bit differently. I'm still gonna launch it, but I'm gonna do it a little differently. So we're kind of gonna fine tune things in the next few days. But this is a new moon to take action on for sure. So don't limit that, don't stop that. This is a very powerful moon. Just pay attention because sometimes with this energy, it's impulsive decisions like big commitments, things around money can be really impulsive right now. Miscommunication or assumptions are huge. Last night, actually, I had a lady that was supposed to come to our the human design event. She was about 45 minutes late. My phone went on do not disturb. The doors were locked, and we were in the back area of the event venue that we were at, so we didn't hear her when she came. But she was 45 minutes late anyways. The doors stayed open until 7:20. She came at 7:45. The thing started at 7 o'clock. And so right away, and we've talked and a little bit and we've smoothed some things over. I have to have another conversation with her because it was just quickly. But she put on her Facebook that I was scamming her, that the event was a scam. She went onto the Facebook page and said that. She sent me an email. She phone called me and left a message and everything was like angry and just, and the part that it's the emotional reaction that showed up in her, but the part that she didn't see was that she played into that because she was late and there was no negotiation, there was no heads up. And so it's kind of what ended up transpiring from that. And so just be aware of that people might come at you a little sideways and you might come at people too. Like this is kind of that energy. And we've been in this energy for a while, but it's very loud right now. So just be aware of that. Um, Anyways, we're gonna do a couple cards here. And I literally just have a client jumping in my Zoom right now as we're doing this, who's early, but that's okay. We're going to just ask her what the collective message is for us in this group right now and see what is showing up. We're not going to use the infographic card. So what does our collective in the SoulGram need to know right now? I ask Spirit and Channel to open, drop my ego to less than 5%, allow me to be a hollow bone and clear connection to source. Let's just see what shows up for us, okay? All right, we got two. Right off the hop, we're gonna do two from I got a new card deck for my birthday, the Rebecca Campbell deck. It's called the Inner Temple. It's a really, every time I do this, I know there's a background on it and I can't do it. Anyways, Inner Temple. It's really beautiful. We have the Chamber of Healing. What's today about? Inward reflection, checking in, definitely paying attention to old patterns, ways that maybe we were not communicating properly before, what we can do now. Things around money, things around identity are showing up for us right now. So Chamber of Healing is an energy we're supposed to sit in. So when I see this card to me, without reading what it's about, to me it is, it's like, let's go inward. Let's just check in. Let's just see. Let's stop trying to go outward and get all the answers outward. Even in this channel, I mean, beautiful that we're in it together. And a lot of the stuff I'm telling you, you can feel this inside. You already know this. This is just kind of a validation for you. So go inward. And then the next one, this is so conducive to just the work that I do right now. But the end is also the beginning are the two cards for today. So the end is also the beginning. So what needs to end, what needs to die, what needs to let go for a new beginning to like a new pathway, a new door to open for you. So first, I got to reflect on what needs to fall away. What do I need to work on? What do I need to let go of in regards to patterns, old beliefs, truths that I'm not facing, things like that? What do I need to face, maybe even? And then what can I do to let that go or to let it die so that I can step into the next aspect of myself or my life? And so those are the two strong energies for today for our channel. And then I'm just going to pull one human design card just to see what the human design um channel is also calling in. I mean, it's all connected. Aha. Of course, you can't make this up. We have gate one or gate 51. It's the gate of initiation. This gate comes out of this heart center in your human design chart. It's the little tiny triangle on the right-hand side of your chart, kind of in the middle there. This is the heart and ego. It's our willpower, our drive. When we're activated in it, we're not trying to prove our worth. We're not trying to chase something that isn't us just so that, the false identity, the false belief system, it lands and it falls with all this energy right now. So what needs to fall away that I have, what kind of belief needs to fall away that I have to do something different than what I'm doing already because the system or someone else is doing it. You're not here to replicate anyone else. You're not here to do the same thing everyone else is doing. You're here to be your unique and sovereign self. And that's what this energy is calling forward, but also what the energy is calling forward for 2027. The way we did things before is not working anymore. So in order to step in and to claim who you are and to be authentic and sovereign in yourself, you need to take a check-in. We all do. This is the download right now. We get to really check in on where we're trying to mimic someone else because it looks like they're successful. And if we just do it their way, if we're a carbon copy of that, then maybe just maybe we'll hit it big. We'll do the thing that we thought we were meant to do. But what I know to be true, because it's already happening right now for myself and for others, or like what I can see in when I'm witnessing it and I'm noticing in others because I'm not part of it anymore. Things like MLMs, multi-level marketing companies, not that they're bad. I've been part of many. We purchased from Melaleuca. It's an MLM. We don't have anyone underneath us, but we use their products. We love their products. Like it's not a bad thing. However, the MLM system that says do it this way and just replicate what I do and you'll be successful isn't working anymore. And you can see more and more people that are starting to fall away from those systems because those systems try to replicate someone to be exactly like the person before them. That's not what we're about. And human design is a beautiful thing that teaches us like we are so unique and we have to play to our energetic blueprint, our unique design, our soul imprint, not somebody else's. So today, initiation, but initiation from a sovereign, authentic place, not from a place that holds a belief system that I have to be like somebody else, or that if I do it like someone else, I'm doing good. Okay, I hope that lands for you guys today. Let me know if it does land in the channel, and let me know if you have any questions, and we'll go from there. I wish you guys a very inward, reflecting, and also initiating day, just not action item day. Like I'm not taking bold action right now. I'm just going to reflect. I'm going to start making some action things. Like I'm going to start planning things, but I'm not going to loudly go because first I have to check in on where am I trying to duplicate someone else based off of these cards, actually. Chamber of Healing and then what needs to end. All right. The are not what needs to end. The end is also the beginning. That is all for today. Thank you for joining our SoulGram channel. I'll see you guys soon. Love ya. Have a good day.